So for me, it doesn't really matter how good the story of an anime is. If the soundtrack doesn't hold up, in the end, it won't truly be memorable to me. For me, all my favorite anime that I can recall all have at least one extremely defining opening, ending, or soundtrack during a scene. And they're all ones that I go back to frequently, whether it's Welcome to the Ballroom, any season of King's Project, even Dragon Ball Super, Naruto, Toradora, Golden Time, even Yosuga no Sora, which I don't even truly enjoy as an anime, but I love the music behind it, and A Little Sister Is All You Need, and many others that I just can't think of at the moment. These are all anime that have very defining and meaningful soundtracks slash openings or endings to me. Music is something that's extremely important to me. Music itself, I'm the type of guy who listens and pays attention to any type of genre. It doesn't matter to me. There's a lot of music out there that has changed the way I thought about life. A lot of music out there that has influenced my emotional state at the moment, and for the better or worse, it's changed the way I look at things, to the point where I also am someone who wants to make music myself, and eventually I'll share that with you guys on this channel. But the bottom line is, music is extremely important, and if your anime doesn't have thoughtful or planned out or important music, is it really a good anime to begin with? A lot of people just look at the story. A lot of people, if it doesn't have extremely interesting or a good dynamic of characters, then it's not really a good anime. But for me, I can watch something, and if the story is mediocre but the music is just out of this world, then I can still be completely immersed, no matter how boring or interesting it is to me. And the main example that I want to use today would be K-Project, which is an anime I haven't talked about on this channel yet, but I'll use this excuse to talk about it today. By the way, if you hear any loud noises or bumps, I apologize. It's my neighbors in the background having fun because it's almost spring break. So I apologize for that in advance. Just try to bear with it, if you can hear it, of course. But like I was saying, King's Project is an anime that expresses most of its passion through its vibrant colors and its music. Of course, the story is interesting in the fact that I have never seen it be told before. I've never seen anything like it. But is it told extremely, or I wouldn't be so sure. I'd say the story is at most mediocre, which isn't bad. I've stayed through complete seasons of anime where the story is just straight dog shit. I don't know why I've done it, but as long as it's still mediocre, it still holds up fine for me. But the point is, although the story is mediocre at best, because you can feel how much passion and how much want to succeed that they put inside the series through the music and the showing, the art, is what makes it such a memorable show for me. If I had to make a top 10 list, to be honest, I'd probably put it in there. I can't tell you how many times I've gone back to watch the Homura versus Scepter 7 fight as the opening for the second season. So I can't tell you how many times I've done that. To this day, I still go back to it. And a lot of what influences that scene is the fact that they know that you've seen the first season. They know that you've seen how these two different factions have crumbled and the state that they're in now, and they know that they can hit those nostalgia marks for you and even further it by the music. I think the track I'm referring to is titled Assembly, which it truly is the showing of these two once amazing warring factions that, while at war, you can tell have a sense of rivalry and a healthy rivalry with each other, and both of these factions are assembling, just like you get the feeling of, this is just like the good old times, back when things weren't as complicated, back when both of my two favorite factions were at their best, at their prime, and what they used to do. And the music only furthers that, in my opinion, which I'm not sure if I can play that in the background right now or not without getting copyrighted, but I'll still try it. It's amazing. It is my opinion that music is something that gives soul to anything that is lifeless. It's hard to fully immerse yourself in something without music. Music truly gives something that is lifeless a soul. Music is something that can give breath to anything. Any scene, any motion can be enhanced with music. And anime is no different. And the directors and studios are aware of this. Unfortunately, in my opinion, it's kind of rare for them to successfully pull it off, but there are definitely gems out there, and K Project is definitely one of those gems. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And lastly, I just want to thank you all. Bye, guys.